Belleloo, fiddleheads. Welcome to station AOAS. I'm Posi Truvis, the incognito reporter from the Ocademy's senior sensei, tidings and hearsay news site. I usually deliver my reports in print, but I've been asked to join the Omnicast staff to ensure they observe broadcasting integrity. So let's begin by visiting this day in history. In 331 BC, Alexander the Great defeats Darius III of Persia in the Battle of Gaugamela. Anybody have any idea where that is? Yeah, well, I didn't do well in geography or history or any of that stuff. So I just hope I said that right for y'all. Jumping way forward, in 1569, the Duke of Norfolk is arrested by Queen Elizabeth I for conspiring to marry Mary, Queen of Scots. In 1868, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott is published in America by Roberts Brothers of Boston. Oh, I just love that book. If you have not read it, I suggest you do. It's kind of old-fashioned thinking, but yet it was pretty progressive for that time frame. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, in 1891, Stanford University in California opens its doors after being founded by Leland Stanford and his wife Jane in memory of their son with a $40 million donation. Now, wait a minute. That's $40 million in 1891. Okay. It's gone up quite a bit since then, and that means it was worth, yeah, anyway, you do the arithmetic on that. Again, that's not my forte. Among its first graduating class was the future U.S. President, Herbert Hoover. And for more information on the Stanfords, information of the historically fiction variety, that is, read No Stone Left Unturned, the final installment of the 5-part Tea Cozy Mystery Series. In 1905, the first Taco Tuesday was observed by a Californian who couldn't understand a Mexican worker who recommended he have a taco today. And in 1908, Henry Ford introduces the Model T car with a price tag of $825. That's less than most of us pay for insurance for a year. Good Lord. Okay. Again, times have changed. You know, it looks like there's little else that's happened on this day since then. Oh well. Okay, so in today's weather news, worldwide sellers Alibaba have recently pulled a product off their site because of the danger posted to global weather systems. Cyclone bombs, touted as a fun practical joke in a can, akin to the can you open and that fake foam snakes fly out. Wait. Make sure nobody's coming when I talk about these. Okay. Anyway, that can, they've been known to sink ships, topple power lines, and blow the roofs off houses when opened in inhabited areas. So a recall is in place now, and the meteorologists have predicted a global catastrophe on April Fool's Day if unused cans are not turned over by then. If you get those around, make sure you turn them in, because I don't want to be around for any catastrophes. April Fool's Day is bad enough. Anyway, okay. Well, station AOAS is looking to expand its roster of newscasters. No, not newscasters. Omnicasters. And if you'd like to make a fool of yourself for no money, yeah, this job's for you. And for those of you who love spooky season, visit the Ocademy's page on the Book of Faces, where All Hallows articles and stories from Lavisa Ren O magazine will be posted throughout the month. And now, from today's Straight from the Arts segment, I gotta make sure I'm still hidden here. Okay. Now y'all can't see me, right? Right. Nobody sees me, right? Okay, cool. All right. I just want to make sure I'm still hidden. Okay. Before I tell you this story. Okay. So now for the, as I said, straight from the art segment, I'm going to read an expert? No, the writer was an expert, an excerpt from Besties and Beasties. That's the third in the Omni anthology series. I'm just going to read you a few paragraphs from The Backyard Habitat by Kathleen Young. Well, let's start out by saying that our story doesn't take place in a vast forest, primeval, or a sprawling plain, nor on a towering mountain. No, our story takes place in an average neighborhood, in an average town, on an average avenue. An average left turn, and you are facing an average ranch house surrounded by towering oak trees. This is where we like to believe average ends. A bit of a stroll past the house to a garden gate, and you have entered our world, and we are all residents of the backyard habitat. Yes, of course, we know how to spell habitat. But our human thought it was a rather twisty twist on the word habitat, and since we really give her precious little say in the daily goings, we agreed the least we could do was not kick up a fuss over the name. Perhaps at this time we should explain that we are in habitats, again with a twisty word. Just so for those that like to see things, it's HAPPITANTS. Anyway, of the backyard habitat. All our manner of animals, 2-footed, 4-footed, more footed, no, more feet, or no feet. We often speak as a collective voice. It's easier, and besides, no one said we couldn't. Within our borders, we are a gathering of both wild and not so wild beings. Here we are, squirrels, bunnies, a variety of snakes, and legless lizards. They are offended if you call them snakes. Legged lizards, friends of various varieties, many colors, sizes, and songs of birds, raccoons, possums, armadillos, 2 little elderly dog ladies, 9 rather rotund spinster guinea pigs, and hives of honeybees and others who are passing through, and those who have yet wanted to be seen. Call the habitat home. Oh, yes, and our human. She's here too. Now, if you'd like to read the rest of this delightful story and the others in the compendium, visit the link below. Yeah, the one down there on the screen. Okay, and back to some of the news. Today's news report is brought to you by Uncommon Commentaries, the in-depth Omni tale reviews available on this channel. The word of the week, which you can also find on this channel, comes from Paltry Palaver. It's backstairs and refers to the area between the walls of the Ocademy where the domesticrats, small robot valets, travel to conduct their visit efficiently. I wondered what that was called. Ooh, if you don't know about the domesticrats in Omni, you need to catch up here. There's this cute little guy, and there's this cute little gal, and they're wonderful. I don't want to do any spoilers, but there's a real cute little one named Sable. You'll find out who that is. And then there's this other one, much more, what do we call him? Professional. Not quite as goofy as that other one. And yeah, and there's others. There's others that help out with everybody else. But I don't want to tell you any more about the story. You'll have to read it to find out. Anyway, okay. That's enough about that word. In event news, this is the last week reservations will be available for the Tea Traveler's Nightmare Before Christmas with Carolers event on October 15th. Come dressed for Halloween or Christmas or both. And last, here are the upcoming week's distractions. International Coffee Day, International Day for the Elders, hey, Frugal Fun Day, Homemade Cookies Day, ooh, now that sounds pretty good, World Card Making Day, World Vegetarian Day, Custodial Worker Day, oh, I wonder what Edna thinks of that. I wonder what she'll be doing. I hope she knows about it. We'll have to clue her in. And again, if you don't know who that is, well, I can't help you. You'll have to find out for yourself. Anyway, name your car day, World Farm Animals Day, Boyfriend's Day, Techies Day, National Frappe Day, Yom Kippur, Do Something Nice Day. I like that one. That goes along with positive things. Yeah, Do Something Nice Day. I want to know what y'all do. Anyway, okay. National Kale Day. Our script supervisor included this under duress. Just want to let you know. World Teachers Day. Come and Take It Day. Take what? Okay, somebody named it. Somebody created it. Physician's Assistant Day. Bald and Beautiful Day. Walk to School Day. And World Smile Day. Now that concludes today's Omnicast. And wait, I need to make sure nobody's around before I tell you who I am again. Okay. So that's the end. And for station AOAS, I'm Posi Truvis. Sorry, stay song.